Okay, my husband had a surgery on his testicle.
Ooh, how's that good?
It's not. Well, the question's good, not the procedure.
No jokes.
No jokes. Well, this gentleman, he had a procedure because they thought he might have a tumor in there, so they operated on it. Now, the urologist told us the day of the surgery, his office would contact us in 3 weeks to review the pathology, right? And let him know whether or not it was cancerous. So, it's serious. Over a month went by, no call. So the wife called to make an appointment, and the scheduling department...
Every second over that 3 weeks.
I would be, a nervous wreck. Like, what's going on?
Right.
So she called the scheduling. You know what scheduling told her? We will not give you your results until you pay 1/3 of the debt you owe us for that visit. So she said she paid, and then they said they wouldn't be able to tell her until late July for some reason, and it was June. So she thought legally that if someone has cancer, they must tell you no matter what's going on. So yesterday, the urologist called personally and told us that he does have cancer and was personally furious, she said, because it had been 3 months to get the diagnosis to them. Is there a case for them to sue that practice? That's tough.
Holding back
that kind of information.
Yeah. And if they had it within 3 weeks and they waited
3 months,
there are a lot of things this is under.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of issues, emotional issues.
Morally.
Is 3 months. Did that affect your ability to actually survive it?
Treatment, yes.
A lot of people don't think that we don't have good medical. We have great medical here in comparison to other countries. When they go, well, it's free there. Yeah, but you wait 3 years for something.
It's not the same.
Like somebody had an MRI for cancer, and they said, you have to wait a year to get the MRI. Clearly unacceptable. In this case, absolutely unacceptable. And there is no... Malpractice is determined based on some very clear factors. First off, was the conduct reasonable?
Okay.
Okay. In this case, you need another doctor to say whether that conduct's reasonable. You could probably find a bunch of doctors who are going to go, that's absolutely unreasonable.
Got it.
Now you're going to say, was the damage caused by his unreasonable actions the reason for his damages?
Mm-hmm.
That's the second part.
Gotcha.
So the first part, yes, it's absolutely unreasonable. You're a piece of crap. Your office is a piece of crap. And you should never, ever work on anybody again.
Yeah.
Forever.
In that field.
You are dog crap. Second, obviously I could find 7, 8 different doctors who are still practicing and go, that's unacceptable.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is, of course, the emotional damages. You did it because waiting 3 months for a cancer diagnosis when you had it, when you had that information 3 weeks before.
Could you imagine the mental state that person would be in?
Yeah, you're going to suffer. Yeah. Plus, if the cancer has spread over this period of time.
3 months?
Yeah, not good. You have a case. I don't think the stock should be practicing. At a minimum, I'd contact the board, whatever state board.
That's my question. At what point does this guy probably not need to be doing this anymore?
I would think that this guy should get his license pulled.
Got it.
I mean, there's nothing worse than what this guy did. I mean, God forbid, you don't have to understand the world we live in to get that what he did was absolutely wrong.
That's wrong.
Doctors have to go through many different courses. They have to take updates, a bunch of courses you constantly have to take to be better if you've been a doctor for a period of time. But yeah, not good. And I think a lot of people might be interested in making sure this doctor doesn't practice again.
Ever.
God, that sucks.
That's bad. That's bad. Like that. I understand that people for their services need to get paid, but there is a line between,
you can't hold a diagnosis
that's
off for a check.
Yeah, that's.
Now, you could go after them in court for it.
Yes.
But yeah, and I'm sure that there isn't a medical board on the planet that would okay that.
No.
Now, here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people can't get their diagnosis over the phone. It's illegal to give a diagnosis over the phone.
And I heard that. But they tell you normally when something like this happens, I need to see you right away.
Okay. Now, I took an AIDS test when I was in college.
Okay.
And I called to get the results. I go, the doctor's going to need to see you.
And at that time, you didn't know.
Oh, I didn't know.
So you were freaking out.
I was freaked out.
Okay, yeah.
And the worst thing is, my girlfriend was in town at the time, and I had to go with her.
Oh, you both were just beside yourselves, man.
And she's the one who recommended I get one of these.
Okay.
So not because she had an issue, but she wanted to make sure we were both good.
Safe.
And we're sitting there in this waiting room for 2 hours in
Oh
one
my
of the back waiting rooms,
God.
where they have the table, you're sitting on it.
Oh
I'm like,
my-
why do they have me in this room? They're not going to check me out. And he walks in 2 hours later and goes, yeah, you're fine, man. And walks out.
What?
I'm like, whoa.
Wait a minute.
Why? He goes, well, by Oklahoma law, we had to.
But you didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I was sick. Now, what they should do, hey, by law, you have to come in good or bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they should say.
Yeah.
But
To let people know.
yeah. So yeah, that was pretty crappy. And if you're ever in Oklahoma or some other states, beware that might be the way the law works. I'm in Florida, and it works here too.